Hi, ladies. So, as you can tell, I always do my eyebrows off camera, so they've already been done. I'm just putting a little primer on. Hi, Miss Sharon. So, I'm not exactly sure what type of look I'm going to do tonight, so I'm just going to go with the flow. But let's go ahead and prime my eyes. And this is just my normal primer. Something to make the eyeshadow stay. And I'm going to go in with my transition color. And tonight I am going to be using Oktoberfest. And it's a brownish orange. And we're just going to go right above the crease. And don't want too much on. Just enough. And buff that out. Now my next color, I think I'm going to go in with this chocolatey brown color. And it's called Barista. Here. And I'm just going to go right above, well actually right on. I'm going to go right on that. Just to darken this up some. As you can tell, it's not so dark. It's just a little bit darker than what I already have on. And I think I'm going to go back in with this orangey color. And this one is called Peanut Butter. Just to brighten up my transition area a little bit. Thank you, Sharon. Okay, the reason for the tape is some people don't know how to do a cat eye, or you want your eyeshadow to be real crisp. So tonight, I want my eyeshadow to be really crisp, and I'm showing you how I can do it without it, but this is to show you how you can get it. I usually use the tape again, also if I'm going to do some type of dramatic or glamour eye. And we're going to go back in on the other eye, and as you can tell, this gave me a little bit more color here. All right. Now I am going to go in with the color that's dark. I want a darker brown, but not as dark as black. I do come down there, Sharon. My mom still lives there. So I come down there quite often. Nobody just sees me because I come in, see her, and then I'm gone. Okay, that's not dark enough for me. I'm going to go ahead and do what's called a cut crease. But I don't want to use black. But I need a dark brown. So let me look through these. Let's see if this one is dark enough. And it is. And I'm just going to take this a little at a time. And if you notice, I'm going above my crease. And that's because I have a hooded eye. I'll tell her when I talk to her, Sharon. I'm going in light, kind of with this, because I'm going to go back with the brush and blend it out. Now, I'm looking at my eyes, and one is up higher than the other one, which is okay. You can always go remove it and go back down, or place it where you want it to be placed. Now I'm just going to blend it out. Okay, that's blended some. Now I am going to go in with a darker kind of purplish color. And I'm going back in the same spot that I had the dark brown. And we'll do the other eye the same way. Now I'm going to go back in with my fluffy brush and just blend this out. And you blend it until you have it to your desired shade. Hey, Miss Karen. Hello, how are you? Okay, so now I have it dark. And if you notice, I did go down a little bit onto my eyelid, but that's okay because we're going to clean that up. But I am going to go back again And this is the good thing about makeup. It's buildable. So we're going to go back in with this peanut butter color here. And that's the one I'm using as my transition color. And just kind of clean some of that up. I'm not sure what I'm actually doing, but I do know I'm doing a cut crease. And thank you. My goal is to do looks that you can wear for the holiday season. So it'll probably have some glitter in it. All right. This is the start of it. So now what I'm going to do is take my concealer and I'm going to use this Cool Tan, which is about 2 shades lighter than me. And I'm going to start to cut my crease. And I always put whatever product I'm using, I put it on the back of my hand. So that's what I'm usually doing when you can't see. And you can take a flat brush. And for me, I have to use a small one. And if you're going to do this, just take your time. And if you happen to go out of the line like I did, just take your fluffy brush and make sure it's dry and just go back in and clean it up. See how easy that is? And then you just move to the other side. And we're going to do the same thing here. And this actually is not an eye brush. This is actually a lip brush. But it's like the smallest, one of the smallest brushes that I have. And it works for me. So, And the object of the cut crease is to define your color area, your areas of color. And it's usually for something that's dramatic. What I'm going to do now, since this is actually a concealer, I'm going to take, it's just my face primer. I put Milk Mag, I usually put Milk Mag right here because I'm really dry and I don't, yeah, I know I'm going to bed, but I have to do it correctly. I put the Milk Mag here because I'm really dry and I mean really oily, and I don't want the oil to seep through my foundation. Right now, what I'm doing is setting my concealer. You don't have to, but after you wear concealer for a little bit of time, if you don't set it, you'll start to see lines. I'm just going to use a brush because this is a little bit too small. When you finish, you want to just look at both eyes to try to make sure that they're the same. They don't have to be identical, but you want them in the same vicinity of looking alike. So now, where I blended out a little bit too much, I'm just going to go back in with a little bit more eyeshadow and fix that. And this little brush here is called an eyeshadow smudge brush, which most people use it up under here. But I needed something really small, so I used this one. And I'm just going to smudge it out a little bit with the blending brush, because I don't want it too harsh. Now this is a bluish purple that I have over the top of my eyes. So I think I'm going to do a pink. I think pink will go pretty with this. So let's see. Hey, Selmy. And right now, I'm just going to use some pigment. Um, just comes in a little container like this. I don't remember where I got it from, but it goes on simple. I'm going to take a flat brush. Remember, when you're doing your eyeshadow, take your flat brush. And this has too much glitter in it. It's not going to stick. So let me use a regular eyeshadow first. You're not too late. I had did out my eyebrows first before I even got on here. And remember when you're putting on your eyeshadow to go in a patting motion. And for some reason, this pink is showing up a little bit, it looks kind of peach. So let me find another pink that's gonna show up pink. There we go. And I'm using this color. It's called Blueberry Swirl, but it's actually a pink. And this is from the Dose of Colors. And you just continue to put it on in a patting motion. And then I'm going to go back on the other side and do the exact same thing. Now, you don't have to put as much as I'm putting on, but I'm going to go back over it and put some glitter. So I need a good base. But you do want to make sure you cover your eye enough so that you can't see the concealer up under it. Now I have my first pink on. I'm going to go in with a second pink. And this is a pigment. And I will tell you that using a pigment is pretty messy. But when you use an eyeshadow, that's the good thing about them. You can use as many colors as you like to make what you want. Hi Gloria, hi Trudy. So to clean this up, we're going to go back in. It is. And just wipe the excess off. And do the same on this side. And another good thing about having a tape here is that the tape caught a lot of the excess that fell off. And now we are going to see if I wet my brush and see what happens. When you pat your eyeshadow on, it stays in place. When you brush it, it makes it lighter because you're actually thinning it out. Okay, so I'm not liking this. Let me come over here to this one. That one just kind of made me mad. Let's see. Okay, I have some regular glitter that I'm going to use. That is glitter with the eyeshadow, and it's just not working. So what I'm going to do now is just take a little bit of this glue that's for glitter and put it on my eye. And I'm not putting a lot on, but enough to make it stay. So let's see. Uh-oh, y'all, we in business. And I'm just going to continue till I get all my glitter set. Now I'm going to come over to the other eye and do the same thing. And now, ladies, I will tell you that if you don't have glitter glue, don't worry about it. If you wear eyelashes, take some of your eyelash glue and do the same thing that I'm doing, and it holds a little bit better. I don't use the eyelash glue because I'm allergic to latex, so I can't use it. But if you don't have a latex allergy, I strongly suggest that for your glitter because it holds better. Okay. Again, wherever you make a mistake at, it's easy just to go back in and sweep it off. Now that I've had my glitter on, I'm going to go in now with my eyeliner. And ladies, I found allergy what is, let me find the name of it real quick. I found it's called Super Strong Eyelash Adhesive, and it's by a company called Envy, and this is latex free, and I've used it a couple of times and I haven't had any issues. So this is a really good one, and it does hold real good. And I think I paid about $4 for it, and then I got it at the local beauty supply store. But I know that Walgreens sells that particular brand, so you might try there if you have an allergy to latex. There are a couple other companies that I've tried that just didn't hold for me, so I didn't try them again. I know Mac is supposed to be coming out with one. Um, I was told that about 7 or 8 months ago, but I've yet to see it. So if anybody else knows of any eyelash adhesive that is latex free, let me know. I actually used it. If you saw my last picture with all the glitter, I had eyelashes on then, and I actually used it, and I didn't have a problem. And let's get some eyeliner on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and remove my tape. Kind of sucks because I don't have any nails. And I wanted to pull the opposite direction. Now, it's not as sharp as I wanted it to be, so I'm going to go back in and fix that. And again, if you mess up, your concealer will fix anything just about. Hey, Deborah. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and color correct. Deborah, this is what I was telling you you need to do. And I'm covering up all my hyperpigmentation. And my sponge is dry. I'm going to show you what it does when it's wet. I'm just going to spray a little bit of water on it. It takes most of your um, concealer off when it's wet. It doesn't work very well for me. And ladies, if you are new to color correcting, I don't suggest that you put all your concealer on like I did. If it's a liquid, if it's a cream, it's okay. This dries very quick, and if you don't move quick, you can't blend it out. Okay, we've got that. So now we're gonna go in with our foundation. Tonight I'm gonna use Black Opal. You notice I didn't put very much at the top because my forehead is not that wide. Ladies, if you have a fluffy brush, this brush is rather dense. Some of you put too much on, but you notice my face did turn orange. If you blend it out well, it'll go right into your skin when you start with your foundation. And, you know, I know, Sammy, you don't use a brush, you use your hands. Um, and that's actually a good idea to use your hands because your fingers are moist and they're warm and they help to distribute the foundation better. And always, always get the neck. If you feel like you don't have enough coverage, which right here, I feel like I need a little bit more. So I'm going to go right there and right here. And you can always go back in and build your foundation up. Okay, now we're going to contour and highlight. And ladies, I cannot stress, do not go 3 to 4 shades lighter on your contour or your highlight. Actually, I'm sorry. Um, it will make you look ashy. I do my eyes before my foundation because I'm an eyeshadow girl, and a lot of times I'll have pigments which they kind of fall out onto your makeup. So I don't want to do my makeup twice. So I usually just opt to do my eyes first and then go back in and do my foundation. But the option is yours. If you want to do your foundation first, that's quite all right. Actually, when I was in school, I did learn to do my foundation and face everything first. It was just too much for me because I always had fallout. I'm actually not going to do my forehead. I'm just going to get these areas here. Again, these areas here, um, here, and here, when you're taking pictures, that's where the camera usually hits. So that's the area you want to be a little brighter. Then if you have imperfections that you're trying to cover up, um, don't put highlight there because that's what the camera looks for. The flash is always going to go to your highlight. Now we're going to set that. When you set your contour or your highlight, always figure out first what type of skins you have and what type of look you're going for. Again, I always say Ben Nye is a good powder, but you don't want to put too much of it on. Ben Nye is not powder that's made for the camera. It's actually made for theater. So when you take a picture and you have too much Ben Nye, you see this powder right here, the way I have it sitting now, it'll still look like that on your pictures. So if you know you're going to be out and you're going to take lots of pictures, I do not suggest using Ben Nye. I suggest using something else. Um, Laura Mercier has a really good translucent powder that you can use to set with. Also, um, Sasha Buttercup is another good one that people use. I have that. I don't use it a lot because it still throws back some flashback on me. The one that I have now, it is a Ben Nye, but it's a neutral set. Which one, Deborah? The powder that I put up under my eyes, in here, that's Ben Nye, and it's a neutral set, which pretty much is translucent, so you can use this on any skin color. It doesn't give you a color with it, so when I brush it off, it'll blend in. Now I'm just contouring. Um, that's Ben Nye neutral set. I'm using my favorite contour, which is by Elf, and the color is in Turks and Caicos. And I'm just gonna blend this out. Always blend out towards your hairline. It makes it look more natural. Yes. Um, Ladies, you have to set your foundation. You have to if you don't want it to transfer. You ever notice you have foundation, you go to hug somebody and you look and it's on their clothes? That's why. And I don't bake. I feel like this is enough right here for me. If I take a picture, you'll be able to see it. And I'm just blending out my contour around my nose. Now I'm going to take my face powder in every place that I did not put the light translucent powder. I'm going to go back in and put that on the rest of my face to set it. If at any point you feel like the powder up under your eyes or here is too light, you can always take your face powder and blend it out. There's a harsh line right here. I'm just going to take this and blend it out. I want it to just go smoothly. Now I'm going to go in with my blush. And since my eyes are so dramatic, I'm just going to use this color here. It's a little of a brown. It's kind of a nude color for me. I always go back and put a little bit of powder so I can blend it out. And I think I want to try a different contour highlight. This one is by MAC and it's called Soft and Gentle. And it has a little bit of purple. I don't know if that's, it has a little bit of purple to it. And that's what I'm going to use today. Okay. Since the eyes are dramatic, I'm not going to do a bold lip. So I think we're just going to do a nude lip today. This is a new, it's not a nude. This is a true brown, and it's Kylie Jenner. I will say that I really like this. It goes on smoothly, and it lasts a long time. And my lipstick is a nude lipstick, and it's called Hug Me by MAC. And to set it, this is the NYX matte finish. They also have a dewy. I'm a matte girl. I like for my makeup to look matte, so I never use the dewy. But with that being said, if you want that sunshiny, like kind of moist dew look, use that one. This is my look for tonight. I am going to go in here a little bit and fix this. I'm just going to put a little bit of shadow here and blend it out. I think. almost got out of here without my eyes. Let me put mascara on. All right, ladies. Here you have it. Another quick tip for you. If you are sparse in the eyelash area like I am, and you don't know how to use the bottom lashes, whatever color that you have right here, which is a dark, I have a purple and brown color, you can always take a very small brush, and this is called a smudger brush, and just go up under with the same color eyeshadow, and it'll make your bottom eyelashes pop. But you do have to be careful, because if you're not careful, it could give you a look that you have a black eye. Right? Any questions? I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. Leave me a comment on what I should do the next time. Since the holidays are coming up, I would like to do some more bolder looks. Maybe you can get some ideas if you're going to a Christmas party, New Year's. Let me know. I'm open to all comments and suggestions. Thank you, Tony. Oh, and ladies, I will be still having my makeup mixer December 9th. You do need to pre-register. I'm not sure if I'm going to take registration at the door. The last time I did, I almost ran out of seats. So you need to pre-register to get your seat. Thanks, Deborah. So, as always, I thank you. I thank you for watching, and good night.